Leah Doz.
Hello.
Welcome to Popternative Media Day.
Hi, thank
Welcome
you.
back to Popternative Media Day.
That's
You were
right.
here yesterday.
I was for a hot minute, yeah.
Absolutely. Dead Lover,
Yes.
Midnight Madness,
Yes.
premiere at TIFF.
Yes.
It's crazy.
It's great.
It's
It's homecoming.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Reading about this a little bit, I like going in fresh with films, so I don't like reading much about it. Like I love to being media. Sometimes I watch stuff before trailers are out. I feel like I like it a little better.
Yes.
There's a lot going on with this, a lot of genres. There's people playing different characters. What's that script to screen like journey for you? Like, what's it like reading this and then like you're there and it's like, oh my God, we're making this. It's coming to life.
Yeah. Well, so Grace Glowicki, the creator of the film, also
Yeah.
the star of the film, so her and Ben wrote it. They're also in it. Grace is a friend of mine, and so she had approached me with a draft of the script,
Yeah.
and was like, we're gonna rehearse for a month, give it a read, see if you're interested, let me know what character you might like to play. So right there, right away, it's very different from the usual process. So I read it, and it was very pure in its vision as being something super theatrical, super unconventional, and this idea of like a theater troupe on film, and we shot on 16 millimeter.
Yeah.
So so what's it like from script to screen? I mean, we really built it. There was a story there. There were the characters there, but then in the process of rehearsing it I was there for a month. They had been rehearsing and developing Grace for years, but probably about like 6 months with Lowen, who was already a part of the project, the movement directors, and Ben. We really developed and fleshed out the story even more through the rehearsal process, and we were changing and rewriting like on set.
Absolutely.
So it was, and literally coming up, like all these characters have different accents, like coming up with what accent we were going to do on the day for some of the characters. So that's part of the process.
I feel like Grace would have a different answer to this question, and you can speak from this from an acting perspective, but like trying to make something different, unique, right? In kind of industry where there's a lot of things going on in different genres, and like the spooky kind of horror film genre, and a lot of the thriller, and a lot of the things. Do you think about that while you're filming? That like, is that something that always crosses your mind? Like, this is a different film. This is a unique film. Does that stay with you throughout production?
It stayed with me. This is how it stays with me. I was having so much fun making it that to me that was the marker of it being unique.
Wow.
I was like, I can't remember having this much fun and joy truly on a film set, because it was so collaborative and because it was so weird, and it was it's unhinged in a way where there really aren't boundaries as to what you can do as an actor. The thing that you do have to do is you have to go 100%, and Grace was very, very clear about it not being like naturalistic, not being contained in any way. So for me, it was permission to go to extremes. It was permission to be vulgar. It was permission to be sexual. It was permission to play all these different characters and to really push the boundary of all of them. So that's how I remember it, as being something that was visionary. And I just think that's very Grace. That's what is original.
And it's interesting too. If you would put this in a genre, it's kind of hard, but like, what genre would you put this in?
That's a fly.
Yeah,
I would put it in. Yeah, I mean, we say it's a campy horror comedy.
Yes.
And all of those things are true. It's also gross, and I think its horror is in its profane vulgarity. So I don't know if there's a genre.
What did I just see? That's the genre.
That's a really good.
That is the genre.
That's a good gauge, actually.
Literally,
Yeah,
like that's
did I
what
just
we were
see?
saying. Oh, it's comedy. It's gross. It's goofy.
Yeah.
It's campy. It's a what did I just see film?
That's right, but it's also, and it is campy and it's goofy, but it's also so it's so curated. We really it's not gratuitous in that it's a free for all. Like this is a work of art.
Absolutely.
That we really did rehearse, and we crafted all of these moments, and we crafted this story. So it all has a meaning, even though it's so unhinged. It really does stay true to Grace's vision of this version of a non-normative Frankenstein story.
So, horror movies have always been around, but there is kind of this game changer kind of element in the last, I'd say, like 8 to 10 years where everything's been elevated, right? There's different ways to scare people. They're
Right.
bigger. They're the most popular movies. It's like horror movies are like everyone's watching. People that don't like horror movies are like getting into horror movies. They're like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just curious for you, like, what's it like working in that kind of space at a time where there is a big appetite for it, at a time where it is elevated? Like, what's that like for you?
Interesting. So I don't think I knew when I was working on this film how hot this genre was, because I think I'd done some horror, but it was very serious. This to me, it didn't feel like it really ticked a box as something that people are guaranteed, like there's a market for it. I really do think it is still quite unique, and it is an art house horror comedy. So I didn't look at it as, I'm going to make something that is going to be this genre that like a lot of people come out and see. I think what became evident in watching the footage and then certainly screening the film this year at festivals is it really does have its own capacity to generate an audience that just really loves watching a movie at midnight and laughing and not so much being scared as
Midnight
being
madness.
Exactly. So much as being scared as just being enjoying cringe.
I love it. What
Yeah.
did I just see? Cringe.
That's right. Yeah.
Midnight Madness.
Yeah.
I am so happy for you.
Thank you. It's totally the right place for
I'm
us to be.
really excited. That Lover, can't wait. And then eventually people are going to be able to see it, which is going to be amazing.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much
it's
for
my
your time. It was
pleasure.
great chatting with you. Thank you for coming to Popternative Media
Yeah,
Day.
thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.